So I'm going to started recording. I'm going to do the number about loan amortization. The sound is of Seronjoji Henry. So the number we were given for loan amortization, which I'm going to work upon, is here, and I'm going to leave it there for some 30 to 40 seconds so that you can take photos, so that when I start the solution you can be following. So I believe most of you have taken, I believe all of you have taken the photos. So I'm going to start with the loan amortization. I'm going to open up the Excel. Firstly, before I do anything, when I've on this solution, when I've just opened up the Excel point, I'm going to first highlight the key points that I will need for my loan amortization. So firstly, I'm going to note the key points that I will need. Firstly, I will need the loan, the information, the key information I need. I need the loan, which is of 100 million. Also increase it. So after getting it, then I will need the loan period. I will need the loan period, which is termed as the NPER. So the loan period which we were given is 10 years. Then I will go to the another key information I need is the interest rate. So the interest rate, which is 20%. Yeah, so this is the key information that I'm going to need, but there are also other information that I can derive from these ones that will also be needed. Example is the monthly payment, but here we aren't given in math. The interest rate is per annum, and so we are recording. There are some other. This is the key information that was provided, but this information is in the question. So as a a student, you also have, or as a person, you also have to create other key information that you will need that will help you in the loan amortization. So I'm going to start it by getting the annual payment. So that one, this annual payment will include the principal and the interest. And for it, I'll get it with the formula, which is the equal sign, the PMT, in the bracket, then I get the rate, which is 20. I'm not going to divide it because it is per annum, and we are what we want to get is the payment per annum. So I'm not going to divide it. I'll go to the period, which is 10 years. I'll go to the present value, which is the 100 million. Then I'll go to the future value, which is 0. And the X type, which is also 0. Then I'll close the bracket. Then I'll press enter. And I'll get that. After getting that, I will also need the total recoveries at the end of the loan period. So I will get the total recoveries, and to get the total recoveries, I'll use the formula, which is equals this annual payment and I will multiply it. Yes, I'm going to multiply it. Oh, sorry. I'll get this one. Then I will multiply it with the loan period. This one. Then I'll get the total recoveries because I will need it. So lastly, I will also need the total interest, which I will get by subtracting the total recoveries, because total recoveries have both the annual payment and the interest. So I want to know the interest only. So I will get this total recoveries, then I will subtract cause a negative and a negative, they give us a positive. So the I'll add this, then it will give me this. So that's the value. After getting those, I will then go to the loan amortization scheme. An amortization schedule. Here, initially, I'll begin with a current year, since the year has not yet passed in which I've got the loan. It will be 0 year. Then therefore it will be followed by year 1, then year 2. So I'm not going to write everything up to down. As long as I'm having the first 2, I'm going to auto scroll. I'll auto scroll up till I get the last one. Then Oh, sorry, I had forgotten out something. So I'm going to come here. I right click, then I will say insert, then I will say the entire row, and I will press OK. Then add another row. So these are the yards which I've been working on. So here I will have the annual, I'll have the annual payment. Then here I will have the principal payment. Then here I will have the interest payment. This is interest payment. Then here I will have the balance outstanding. So after the balance outstanding, when I get it, I can also get the principal balance outstanding, because this is the balance outstanding for all. So this balance outstanding will be inclusive of the principal and the interest, both the principal and the interest, this one. But here I'm going to do the outstanding balance for the principal only. So here I'll say principal balance outstanding. So I'm going to start solving them. I'm going to start by, since here the stuff was 0, it is the 0 here, we've not moved on our loan. Obviously the balance outstanding for the loan will be the total recoveries. It will be the balance outstanding. Here the balance outstanding, and that one I'll use our formula to get it, which will be the equal sign plus which will be the equal sign, and I'll use the total recoveries because it is the balance outstanding. So then I'll come to this one. Oh, sorry. We shall say the total recoveries. It is the we shall come here to the balance outstanding. We shall say equals, and we shall get our total recoveries. Then after getting it, we shall press our enter. So these ashes appear because the digits are much compared to the space you've given them. So you have to come and make adjustments in the space so that they can fit. So when we come to the principal balance outstanding, the principal balance, we shall use our formula, which is equals the loan, and we shall press enter. That will be our principal balance outstanding. So I've worked upon this initial year where we acquired the loan. That's why I've got the balance outstanding and the principal balance. So I'm going to come here in the first year and I get to know the annual payment which was made, and to get it I'll use the formula because the payment, and I'll open the brackets, the rate which is 20%, put a comma, then the period which is 10, put a comma, the present value which is 10, I also put a comma, then the future value which is 0, put a comma, and the type which is also 0. Then I close. After closing, I'm going to log the I'm going to log these values in the formula so that they can help me when I auto scroll to get the values for every year. So I'm going to log them one by one until I finish them. I'll log that one and log that one, and I also log that one, and I press my enter. So after getting after getting the value for the first year, I will auto scroll. Then it will show me the values for every year because we were told the amortization of the loan will be in the form of equated annual repayments. So that is when you're copying a single of them are equal. I'm going to come now to the principal payment, and I'll get it with our formula which is equals. I open the bracket. So PPM principal payment, I open the bracket. I get the rate. They gave us the rate which is 20. I put a comma. Then there comes this PEA. This is the period in which you are in. It's the current period. It is different from this one NPA because NPA is the period for the all years, is for the whole period. But this one is for the current period. This one is for the whole period. So this current period, I'm going to select this, and I'll put a comma. Then I will select the whole period, put a comma. Then I select also the present value, put a comma. Our future value which is 0, and our so as usual after inserting our formula, I'm going to log it so that it can help me when I'm going to auto scroll to get values for others. But this one, the A11, which is the current period, I'm not going to log it. So I'm going to log the rest, and I will leave out the current year, but the rest I have to log them. So after logging them, I'll press enter. Then I will to scroll, and I will get everything. Then I'll come to I'll finish the principal payment. I'm now going to the solution for the interest payment. I will use still our formula, which is interest payment. Then I open up brackets. I put the rate, which is 20, the current period, which is, sorry, I put our interest rate. I put a comma. Hoping you've seen I had not put a comma, that's why it did like that. So I'm going to put our current period. I also put a comma. Then I'm going to put the whole period. I also put a comma. Then I'm going to put also the present value, put a comma, then the future value, which is 0. So after all that, I'm going to lock it, and you know how we lock using the $sign. So as we did before, we are going to lock everything apart. We're going to lock everything apart from the A11, which is the present or current period, but the rest I'm going to lock them. After locking all of them, now press our enter. So once it displays something like this, I don't want you to get worried. It is just showing that the space is small, so you just have to come up and you adjust it so that it can fit. Once you get it, you auto scroll and everything is clear. So I'm going to come to the principal balance outstanding. I'm going to come to the balance outstanding. The balance outstanding for this period of the first year, I'm going to use our formula, which is equals. Then I will put this. After putting this, I will putting that I will add it with the annual payment. Then sorry. After doing that, I will, because this is a negative, and this one, I'm sorry, I just had to do this balance outstanding. Then I'm going to subtract it. I'm going to subtract it from the annual payment. Then I will get this. After doing this, I did that. I subtracted it because this is in negative. So under negative, they formulated a positive. That's why it is reducing from 238 to 214. So I'm going to auto scroll to know the cumulative outstanding balance, and I'll find at the end of the 10th year it will be 00. So I'll come to the principal balance. To get a principal balance, I'll do the same. I'll say equal sign. I put this one. I'm going to get, I'll do the same. I'll put our equal sign, then I press this one, which is 10, which is 100 million, and that is the loan. So that is the initial principal. So I'm going to subtract it from the principal payment. Yeah, then I will, oh sorry, I'm going to, oh it's a negative. So here a negative and negative, they'll make a positive, and the principal balance of the loan. So I'll use the negative, I'll subtract it. Sorry sorry for this interruption. I just misplaced it, but you're saying it's a negative. So as you sing the formula, I'm using a plus sign. I'm adding this. I'm adding this principal. I'm adding this principal payment for the first year to the initial the initial principal balance, which is 100 million. So I'm adding this one, but the addition came in a way that this is a negative, and I was subtracting this one from this. So a negative and a negative, it became a positive. That's why I used a positive, and it gave me that. So after getting that, I'm going to auto scroll, and everything will be that. So I believe here I have finished the first part. Then I'm going to go to part B, which is the alternative would be to take a 5-year term loan of 80 million with annual interest rate of 20% per annum and repayment to be made on a monthly basis. Prepare the amortization schedule based on the given information and advise the entrepreneur on which option of credit facility to take. So, not to feed it again doing the same work, I'm going to come here and I'm going to copy. After copying it, I'm going to come to the new sheet and I'm going to come here again and I do paste the same thing. So after pasting it, I'm going to come here and just make the adjustments as we were told. The adjustments are got 80 millions. Here I'm going to write 80 millions. After writing the 80 millions, after the 80 millions with annual interest of 20%, so interest is the same. And it's a 5-year term loan. It's a 5-year term loan and it's based on a monthly basis. So I'm going to get 5 and I multiply it by 12 because there are 12 months in a year. So there are 5 years. I'm going to multiply it by 12. I get 60. So here I'll put 60 because the number of months. And here I'll come and change. I'll say monthly. I'll say monthly payment bracket, which is PMP. Yeah, so after doing all that, these things down, they do change automatically. As you see, as I was inserting them, they were changing. So upon this, I already have it. So I'm going to just auto scroll to add in the months. Since the months are now 60, I'm going to scroll. To 60. So I'll come here, I do the same. So here I auto scroll, even here I auto scroll. Even here, I do auto scroll. Even here, I even do the auto scroll. So you'll find that everything is there as it was needed without any hassle, without so anything. So I'm going to go to the part C, which is include borders in your loan amortization schedules above, meaning both the schedules. So I'll come here, I press Ctrl and A, I highlight all of them. Then I'll come here to the borders, I'll choose this thick border. Yeah, so the border has gone there. And after I also come to this upper part, then I also add a border to it. Then they said include borders in your loan amortization schedules above and format your figures to appropriate currencies. So here I'm going to put them into the appropriate currencies. So I'll come here to format cells. Then I'll come here to currency. The currency is Uganda shillings. So I'll come here to the symbol for the currency. I press U. I get UGX. I put it there. Then they say and remove all the decimal points from the figures. Then I will put here to 0 as it is wanted. Then I will remove the negative sign and choose this. And I press OK. Oh, sorry, this one was the interest was taken. I'm sorry, the interest was taken. I have to change it for the interest. I'm going to come to UK shillings, and then I'll put none. Put OK. Then the interest rate was 20%. Yeah. Out. Oh, it's 20%. Why? Oh, format cell. Put none. Put none. Now I'll put OK. 60. Then the interest rate. Sorry, things have gone wrong. So I have to make adjustments here. I'm sorry for this. I'll go again to currencies, then I'll put none to all. Oh, sorry, it was already there, but I was just fidgeting. It had just divided. I'm sorry, it had just divided it. So but it was already there. Press OK. So I'll just go to format, and I put the currency, which is U is UGX. And if it's okay, everything is there. So this one I'll put for the currency. For this one I'll put none. I'll put OK. Even here I'll put none. Yeah, I'll put none. I'll go to currency, I put none. So I'll finished it. So I'll count these signs. They're no big value, or you just come and change them. If I do what? Come and change them to this. So okay, then I also come here, highlight all of them, then I will change everything to the currency which was set, and that will come here to currency. I'll first remove the negatives, then I'll come to the currency, I put UGX, then I'll remove the decimals to 0, and I press OK, and that's it. So I finished, I've added the borders, everything is fine here. So I'll come and save out my work as amortization 45. Yeah, so this one's in case I need to change this, I will come here and I will change them. Make them red like others. Same applies to this. Also make it red like others. So I'll come to even to the first. Sorry, I had forgotten about these ones. These are yours. These ones, they shouldn't be having the UGX thing. I'll also come to format cells, come to currency, and I'll come to here. I'll put none because these are years. Sorry, these are months. They're not supposed to have those. So after, also make them red. So that one is done. Then I'll go to the first one. I'll go to the first page I did. I also did the same. I'll put this. I'll come here. I apply the border. After applying the border, then I will come to format cells. I'll go to currency. I change the currency to UGX. Then I'll put them into the positive. Then I'll do that. So I'll just make adjustments here. That values can fit in very well. Following that, I'll highlight this, highlight that, I'll highlight this, I'll put it into red. Then I will remove the currency because it's none. Now I'll apply. When I apply this, I'll change the font to, then also this one. Also put it to red. So come here, everything is done, and our number is finished in that way. This one I also apply the border. So by there, the video is done. The number The solution to the number is also done, and everything is done. Thank you for listening to me. This has been Seron George Henry. Yeah, the voice is of Seron George Henry, and I want to thank you, all of you, the listeners. Have a good day.